Hi everyone, welcome to today's session on installing and running Jenkins. Today we are going to learn about downloading and installing Jenkins, running Jenkins on application server and also as a standalone application, and running Jenkins as a Windows service, and also running Jenkins on a Docker container. Finally, the summary. Now, how do we download and install Jenkins? We know that this is the URL Jenkins IO download from where the generic Java package can be downloaded. Just click on it and the download will start in few seconds. I've already downloaded and kept it in one of my personal folders. Now, in order to run the Jenkins, we need to install it first. Before that, I'll have to just check if the Jenkins service is running or it started. No, it is stopped. So go to the command prompt and run as administrator. Yes. Go to the path where and run java minus jar jenkins.var to run the Jenkins. So this will take couple of minutes. So it started initialization. Now it will list all the plugins. There is a failure. This should not matter for us at the moment. It's starting all the plugins now. You see that Jenkins is fully up and running. Now I'll show you how to install Jenkins. I've already shown you how to install Jenkins. Now I'll show you how to run Jenkins as a standalone application. For this you'll have to make use of HTTP localhost 8080. I've already installed Jenkins on this PC. Therefore, the first time initial admin password screen and downloading all the plugin screen will not be seen here. So just give your admin user credentials. This is the dashboard screen and you can log out. Now I'll show you how to install Jenkins, run Jenkins as a Windows service. For this you have to log in first. Now go to manage Jenkins and click on install as Windows service. So here this is the installation directory. I've already installed it in this, and just click on install. This will install Jenkins as Windows service, and if you have to verify that it is installed as a Windows service, you can go to services and then see that Jenkins has already started. To confirm that, just click on services, type services, and now you see Jenkins, the status would be already started. If you want to start as a service, you can click on start here. You can simply log out, close the command prompt, close this. Now I'll show you how to run Jenkins on an application server. For this, you will have to go to first download any of the application server like Apache Tomcat and go to I have already downloaded the Apache Tomcat server. So go to the installation directory where the Apache Tomcat has been installed and go to the web apps folder and copy paste the jenkins.war file which we have already downloaded. You see here I have already downloaded the jenkins.war file and go to bin folder and run this as administrator. This will make the Apache Tomcat server up. This will also take a couple of minutes because the Catalina has to be up and other backend process needs to be run. Now it's listing all the plugins. You see that Jenkins is fully up and running. So in order to run this, we make use of HTTP localhost 8080. This will launch the Apache Tomcat server and /Jenkins will trigger the Jenkins. So you can see that the dashboard is already ready to get populated. Once we give the username and password, you can see the Jenkins dashboard. So this is how you run on an application Jenkins on an application server. Now coming to the Jenkins on running Jenkins on a Docker container. For this, if you are having Windows 7, the detailed steps are already written in my text tutorial. You can have a look at it, like as to how to install the Docker toolbox. For now, this is the link through which you can download the Docker toolbox. So once you click on this, you get an icon. You get an icon like this, and this is a exe file. So once you run this, you will have a series of installation procedures. So once that is done, Kitematic will be downloaded. So you can see here Docker by typing Docker. So you can see Docker Quick Start Terminal is there, or go to all programs and you click on Docker. You see Kitematic Alpha and Docker Quick Start Terminal. Click on Kitematic. And one important thing is you'll have to enable the VirtualBox feature while installing. That is the major step. If skipped, it will be a problem. So the Docker VM is starting. Now once the Docker container is up and running, you need to install the Jenkins image on it. I've already installed it. The detailed step like how to install is given on my text tutorial. You can have a look at it later. It's nearing 100% now. So this is a new feature which has been introduced in Jenkins. So you see that Jenkins, I've already pulled up the Jenkins image. So I can just start it. It says it's running. So go to the settings. Yes. So go to the settings. Note down the hostname and port number on which the Jenkins is up and running. So for this you'll have to go to the HTTP. It's 192.168. Port number you need to check it once again. It's 32769. So it takes a while. I've already, yeah, so this is the admin password. As you can see in my text tutorial, I have already mentioned the steps like how to proceed further. So here you'll have to give the admin password which is being generated first time, and then click on continue. That will list the plugins which needs to be installed. Once that is done, the Jenkins admin user and password creation screen pops up, and then fill in the details and you can log in with your credentials as shown in the previous video. So you can have a look at it. So this is end of my session 2. So thanks for watching it. And today's summary is we have discussed like how to download and install Jenkins, and running Jenkins as a standalone application as a Windows service, and running Jenkins on an application server and Docker container. So stay tuned for my next session on creating triggers and other related topics like how to integrate the Maven project with the Jenkins. Thank you.